Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. It's the Madrid derby tomorrow, and I wanted to get on here before the game and do a little match preview for you guys. Now, obviously, this is the first Madrid derby of the season, but unlike what we've been used to for the past couple of years, there's a lot of new things, a lot of different things compared to before that we need to talk about. But before that, I wanted to talk about things that we already know. So as you can see, we have our record against these guys away from home in La Liga for the past 4 seasons. And you can see it's very up and down. You have the 1-0 loss and the 2-1 win, then the 3-1 loss and the 1-1 draw. But that 1-0 loss, as you can see at the bottom, it was a week after you won La Liga that season, so it really affected nothing. And then the 3-1 loss against them 2 seasons after that had a lot of Madrid fans very upset and very angry at Carlo Ancelotti because he decided to rock up to their stadium with this Christmas tree formation. I have no idea what was going through his head. He chose to line up 5 midfielders and 1 winger, thinking that he was going to beat Diego Simeone. Ball. Thankfully, it was our only loss in La Liga that season, and we ended up winning the league. And that brings me to my next point. My point that Carlo was a manager that struggled against Atletico Madrid and that struggled against Diego Simeone because he was low-key scared of them. He was low-key scared of this team, low-key scared of that manager. But we're not coached by him anymore. We're coached by this guy, Xabi Alonso, and he has the best chance to make a good first impression on this fixture. And I say this because they've been horrible this season. They've played 7 games in all competitions this season, and they've only won 2 of them. They lost their only game in the Champions League, which is fair enough, it was against Liverpool, and they sit 8th in La Liga. So this could really mean 2 things. Now, the first thing is, or they use this game as motivation to change things around. Because this is the biggest game in their calendar. They don't really win things. So they treat this like a trophy. And, they somehow do something. You can see how their players are talking in press conferences, talking about we'll do everything to take the 3 points from Real Madrid. But to be fair, this guy really scares me. He's coming off a hat-trick in his last game. So yeah, I'm very scared. Or they just continue their poor form, which obviously I hope is going to be the case. Now, I spoke about lineups earlier when I spoke about the one from 2 years ago. And I wanted to speak regarding tomorrow's lineup. As you can see here, this has been circulating. It says that Alonso has a doubt ahead of the derby whether to start Jude Bellingham. The player feels physically great. Honestly, if you were to ask me, I don't think he should start tomorrow. He's a player who came back from surgery literally 2 games ago, and to start him in a game like this, knowing how aggressive Atletico like to play and knowing how dirty they play, to start him in a game like this makes no sense. And I think it's better if he starts in an easier game against a weaker opponent, in my opinion. And regarding tomorrow's lineup, just in general, I think it's going to be what we're used to. The backline, Courtois, Carreras, Hausen, Militao, Carvajal, and in the midfield, Tchouameni, Guler, Valverde. And then it says here for the attack, Mbappe, Vini, and Franco will be the front 3 against Atletico, which was the same front 3 that played last game, and all 3 of them scored. I think it's our best option, honestly. And